Hello guys, it's Gilgamesh the Gamer here, and in today's video I am going to be showing you guys how to build Countertide Leviathan. Countertide Leviathan is a water-type character. With her Tide Summon skill, she can summon 2 sea creatures that deal heavy and AoE water damage to the enemy. To enhance the power of Leviathan, a powerful faction and Sigils will be required, so let's begin the guide. Leviathan normal attack, also known as Inundate, and what it does is that Leviathan brandished Countertide whale song and calls upon a group of sea creatures to help with the attack, dealing water damage equal to 535% attack in total. You should also keep note that she gains 1 trace for every 15 normal attacks hit. Skill 1, also called Leapin' Krakens, and what it does is that Leviathan summons an ocean wave that surges forward, which summons various sea creatures that attack the enemies, dealing water damage equal to 969.2% of attack in total, and you also gain 1 Countertide mark upon skill cast. You should note that you can't gain more than 1 Countertide if you use this skill 1 again. Using this skill also increases the healing effect of Leviathan by 5% for every 1 hit, and it can stack up to 5 times. And this also increases her non-dot damage of skill 1 by 1.25% for every 1% healing boost up to a maximum of 100%. This effect still remains for 1 more second after the Countertide mark is expended. You also gain 1 trace upon each skill hit. Skill 2, also known as Tide Summon, and what it does is that Leviathan opens up her access key to summon 2 sea creatures on a particular spot, which deals AoE water damage equal to February 12 92% attack in total while they are on the battlefield. You also gains 1 Whalesong mark upon skill cast. You should keep note that you can only gain 1 Whalesong mark when using skill 2, like when I talk about skill 1. Using this skill also increases her critical damage by 10% upon each 1 hit with skill 2, which can be stacked up to 6 times. It also increases the non-dot damage of skill E by 0.8% for every 1% critical damage boost up to a maximum of 100%. You gain 1 trace mark every skill cast. Skill 3, also known as Undercurrent, and what it does is that Leviathan immediately gains 1 trace if she has fewer than 6 traces. You should also keep note that when the Leviathan had for traces, her skill 3, which is Undercurrent, will be changed to Azure Aids. And what Azure Aid, which is your new skill 3, does is that it. Leviathan unlocks the power of her access key to create a ring of healing which restores all allies' HP equal to 45.5% attack. Of the cost of for traces, Azure Aid has a CD of 3 seconds. Casting skill 3 expands all available traces and grants an additional skill effects. Expending the Countertide marks deals water damage equal to May 12 11% of attack in total to enemies, and also increases the non-dot damage by 1.25% for every 1% healing boost, up to a maximum of 100%. Using this skill reduces the damage taken by allies and reduces the damage taken by the mod by 0.12% for every 1% critical damage boost, up to a maximum of 15% lasting 8 seconds. Ultimate skill, also known as herd immunity, and what it does is that Leviathan summons the power of the sea to protect her allies, which grants her teammates the effect to take 20.5% less damage for 8 seconds upon skill cast. The next cast of skill 3 after using your ultimate grants you for trace, and shorten the remaining CD if Azure Aid by 100% when casting. You should also note that she gains a 4% ultimate skill charge when she is heal or any of her teammates. The best functor for Countertide Leviathan is Synchronic Sepper. And why is it the best functor for her? Is because it shortens the cooldown time of her skill 3 by 3 seconds each time a mark is obtained or when Azure Aid, which is the upgraded version of skill 3, is casted. Casting Azure Aid also creates an area that follows the mod for 8 seconds, which decreases the melee resistance of enemies within by 12% for 1 second when they are hit. The best sigil for Countertide Leviathan is Jonah's Echo and Cupbearer of the Gods. And why are these two sigils the best for her? Let's start with Jonah's Echo, and what it does is that it increases healing by 10% and also increases damage of mod or teammate healed by 5% for 6 seconds. When healing is cast, it also increases damage of Leviathan and her teammate healed by 0.2% for every 1% healing boost on the healer, up to a maximum of 15%. If you recall, most of her skills are based on healing, which will cause an increase in critical rate and damage, attack boost, which means the more you heal, the more damage you dish out. The next sigil is Cupbearer of the Gods, and what it does is that whenever traces are consumed, it has a chance to regain the traces and increase attack for 18% for 10 seconds. The probability is increased by 15% for every skill or ultimate skill casted. The best sigil positioning for Cupbearer of the Gods is position 1, 2 and 3, while Jonah's Echo is 4, 5 and 6. The best Aether Code for Countertide Leviathan is the yellow Aether Code, and why it is the best for her is because the first Aether Code shortens the cooldown time of skills depending on the Countertide mark consumed when Azure Aid is casted. And what the second Aether Code do is that when Leviathan has less than 4 traces while Undercurrent, which is your skill 3, is in cooldown, tapping on Undercurrent activates sensor states for 0.5 seconds, and this can only be triggered once every Undercurrent CD. And what Sensor Modes does is that it makes Leviathan invisible for 1 second, while the third Aether Code shortens the remaining CD of Undercurrent by 3 seconds when Leviathan goes into Sensor state, and also deals to nearby enemies water damage equal to 850% attack in total. This team consists of Countertide, Leviathan, Frost, Fang, Vidar and Nwada. This marks the end of this video. I will be grateful if you guys can please give this video a like and also subscribe to my channel as to support me. If you have anything to say, you can leave a comment below. See you guys next time. Bye!